Bodhi means to awake, become conscious, know or understand. The word yoga refers to physical, mental and spiritual disciplines which lead to deepening states of tranquility and insight.
One of the important aspects of yoga practice is looking for a sense of pleasure in the discipline, or pleasure in the practice of living a more embodied life, and all of the joys and the pleasure that comes with that.
Bodhi Yoga is a school of Hatha Yoga based on classical Hatha Yoga, but with a basis of the Buddhist teaching of the four foundations of mindfulness, known as the Satipatthana. And we could say that it's a contemplative school of yoga in the sense that we integrate the discipline of meditation into the practice of Hatha Yoga, and also a part of our training involves formal meditation as well. And those two disciplines are interacting with each other, the meditation forming a basis for the practice of awareness in yoga, and the yoga forming a basis for the meditation practice as a physical discipline.
We wanted to bring Hatha Yoga together with Buddhist teachings, particularly around mindfulness. So we brought mindfulness and yoga together into a coherent practice system. The Satipatthana is the key mindfulness teaching, which we're drawing from the Buddhist teaching. So Satipatthana means something like bringing awareness to around four areas of our experience.
Four areas of attention, sometimes referred to as the four foundations, but really I like to think of them more as four dimensions of awareness, because we're sort of working on all of them more or less at the same time. It's not that they're completely separate.
It's a teaching that was given by the Buddha to the Buddha's disciples about 2,500 years ago. And we're bringing the teaching around mindfulness, drawing from that traditional teaching into the yoga practice, into the body work.
So the first area is the physical body, being aware of the physical body in terms of physical movements and sensations that arise within the body, and also the breath. The breath forms a basis for awareness of the body. And then after we develop a sensitivity to that area, we can start to become more aware of our mind at the level of what we talk about as feeling, hedonic feeling, which means that you're aware of, more or less aware of the feeling tone in your body and your mind as being pleasant or unpleasant or neutral, which in turn has an effect on your mind in terms of your mental states, in terms of your mood, in terms of your emotional state. So one thing conditions another. And then the last category of Satipatthana is to do with specifically reflecting upon the teachings of the Buddha in relationship to your own experience, to see whether your experience is some way aligned with that teaching or whether you're aligned with more a distracted state.
It's based around becoming aware and then beginning to see the nature of the changing experience, that there's essentially no fixed self within the body and the mind.
And then taking our awareness a bit deeper into the body, seeing if we can become aware of flesh. So beneath the surface of the skin to the muscles. Just noticing that layer of the body to the extent that we can do that.
What mindfulness does, which is an inherent quality in the human mind, is help us to connect. So on one level, on the basic level, bringing mindfulness into our yoga practice means that we're embodying our yoga practice, so we're connecting with what's happening in the body, the sensations, what's happening in the heart, the mind. So mindfulness on one side is about connecting and embodying and sort of breathing into the practice, and then on another level, a more profound aspect of mindfulness practice is reflecting on the changing nature of our experience. So we can begin to let go and let ourselves flow with our experience, you could say. So what we hope with our Bodhi Yoga teachers is that they become skilled in terms of teaching postures. So we dedicate a lot of the course to looking at how to set up postures. Particularly we emphasize an intelligent alignment.
We try to look at each person's body as being unique, and we try and understand how alignment works in each person's body by studying biomechanics and understanding how the anatomical movements of the body work. And that way we can be more individualized and specific with our yoga practice.
So not all the postures in everybody are going to look the same. It's like we adapt the posture work to the body of each person. So on one side, we want our teachers to be able to work safely, securely, intelligently with their students. And on the other hand, what we're intending is that our teachers bring in this quality of mindfulness or awareness into their classes. So they're teaching a mindfulness yoga or a yoga based in mindfulness, which can help people to basically get in touch with themselves and help with this process of integrating body and mind.